Did you know that now you can automatically receive your social security number when applying for your green card? No more waiting for extra appointments. No more separate trips to the Social Security office. No more extra paperwork. Thanks to an important change in immigration procedures since October 2022, getting your SSN has become easier than ever for those adjusting their immigration status in the United States. In this video, we're going to explain, step by step, how this works, who qualifies, why this change matters, and how it helps immigrants, especially in our Latino community, start their lives in the U.S. on the right foot. At Cambero Abogados, we create reliable, clear legal content for Latinos living in the United States. And this is one of those updates that really makes a difference. Let's start by talking about what the Social Security Number, SSN, is and why it's so important. For many US-born citizens, having an SSN is something automatic, we get it as babies. But for people going through the immigration process, especially when applying for permanent residency, getting that number used to require extra effort. The SSN is not just a number. It's the key to accessing your rights and opportunities in the United States. Without it, you can't work legally, you can't open a bank account, you can't build credit, apply for loans, get a driver's license, file taxes, or even apply for health benefits later in life. In short, it's nearly impossible to integrate into the US system without an SSN. Now, until recently, this is how the process worked. After someone received their green card, they had to apply separately for a Social Security number. That meant filling out another form, booking an appointment at the Social Security office, waiting for availability, attending in person, and waiting again for the SSN to arrive by mail. But starting October 1st, 2022, there's a better way. Now, when you apply for your green card using the Form I-485, that's the Adjustment of Status application, you can check one simple box that tells Immigration Services to share your information with the Social Security Administration. That's it. You don't need a second application. You don't need a separate trip to their office. And you don't have to wait months to be able to work legally. So how does this work in practice? When you submit the I-485 form, you'll now find a section asking if you'd like the government to issue you a Social Security number if your residency is approved. If you check yes, you're giving USCIS, that's U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, permission to share your basic information with the SSA, the Social Security Administration. Once your green card is approved, USCIS sends your data, like your name, date of birth, and address, to the SSA automatically. Then, the Social Security Administration issues your number and mails your SSN card directly to your home, often within 7 to 14 days of receiving your green card. You get both documents, your green card and your SSN, without any extra steps. This saves time, avoids errors, and gets you ready to live, work, and build your future legally and confidently in the US. Now, let's talk about who qualifies for this process. This automatic SSN option is available to anyone filing Form I-485 within the United States who is applying for their first ever Social Security number. That includes spouses of U.S. citizens or permanent residents, children of U.S. citizens, workers applying through employment-based petitions, refugees and asylees adjusting their status, and many others adjusting their legal presence from within the U.S. As long as it's your first SSN and you are filing your I-485 inside the country, you qualify for this option. And now let's pause for a quick favor. If you're finding this information useful, like this video and share it with your family and friends. A lot of people in our community are going through the immigration process and don't know about this change. Let's help them. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel here at Cambero Abogados, where we explain legal topics in plain English for our Latino audience. Let's keep going. Why is getting your SSN early such a big deal? Because the moment you receive your green card, you can start applying for jobs, but only if you have a valid SSN. Many employers need both documents to hire you legally. This means you can begin working faster, legally, and with fewer obstacles. You'll also be able to open a bank account, apply for a debit or credit card, and begin building your credit history, which is essential for long-term goals like buying a car, renting an apartment, or applying for a mortgage. You'll be able to file your taxes, apply for a driver's license in most states, and start participating in the official economy without delay. Another benefit? This process reduces the chances of mistakes or administrative errors. When USCIS directly sends your info to SSA, the risk of miscommunication, lost forms, or data entry mistakes is much lower. Everything is processed within official systems, making it much smoother and safer. But there are a few important things to keep in mind. First, make sure the address you provide on your Form I-485 is correct. That's where both your green card and your SSN will be mailed. If you move during the process, be sure to update your address with USCIS immediately. Second, don't apply separately for a Social Security number if you've already checked the box on the I-485 form. Making two requests could lead to confusion, delays, or duplicate SSNs, so trust the process, it works. Third, once you receive your SSN, store it securely. Do not carry your SSN card with you unless necessary. Don't post it online. Only share it with official institutions when required, like banks, employers, or the IRS. And lastly, if you're not sure if you qualify for this process, or if your situation is unique, it's always a good idea to talk to a licensed immigration attorney or accredited representative. At Cambero Abogados, we always recommend making decisions based on verified, up-to-date information. So let's recap. This new SSN process is official, free, automatic, easy, and designed to help you integrate into life in the US without delay. You get your green card. You get your SSN. And you're ready to work, build credit, pay taxes, and move forward with confidence. If you're applying for your green card soon, make sure you check that box on the I-485 form. That one decision can save you weeks, maybe even months, of waiting and paperwork. If someone you know is applying for residency, share this video with them. This kind of information isn't always easy to find, and knowing it can save people a lot of time and stress. Thank you for watching. At Cambero Abogados, we believe knowledge is power, especially when it comes to navigating the US legal system. Subscribe for more videos made for the Latino community in the United States. We'll see you in the next one.